It is it's a pleasure to be with you all. I'm not used to speaking in the beach, but oftentimes besides I believe it to be loud. This morning I just wanted to give a very short devotional thought that would serve as a foundation for what we'll be talking about the rest of the time. You have chosen for your theme, Unashamed, Witnessing 101. So it has the subtitle, I guess, to help clarify the theme. But I wanted to speak to the concept of what it means to be unashamed and to derive that from one of the occurrences in which this concept appears in the Bible. The word unashamed actually never appears in the Bible. People in the Bible say, I am not ashamed, but no one ever says, I am unashamed. And 10 times in the Bible, Old and New Testament, individuals refer to not being ashamed. One of them is Moses. He writes about not being ashamed in the Garden of Eden. Then you have David, writes about it in the Psalms. And then you have the writings of Paul. He mentions a lot about this concept of not being ashamed. And when you think of these individuals, Moses, David, and Paul, you definitely think of individuals who were not captivated by shame. And they were great men of their time in terms of change. So, as a result of that, I wanted to go from the book of Romans, chapter 1. Romans in the first chapter. And I just wanted to read a few verses and then launch us into what we're going to discuss. Romans chapter 1. And up until verse 8, Paul is just giving a general introduction which is all related to the gospel. But we'll save that for another time. We're going to start in verse 8. And he says, First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for you all, that your faith is spoken of throughout the whole world. For God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son, that without ceasing I make mention of you always in my prayers, making request if by any means now at length I might have a prosperous journey by the will of God to come unto you. For I long to see, that I may impart unto you some spiritual gift to the end you may be established. That is, that I may be comforted together with you by the mutual faith, both of you and me. And now I would not have you ignorant, brethren, that oftentimes I purposed to come unto you, but was led hitherto, that I might have some fruit among you also, even as among other Gentiles. I am debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians, both to the wise and to the unwise. So, as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation, to everyone that believes, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. Let's have another prayer. Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for the gift of life, and we thank you for the privilege and the freedom to study your word. We ask that the Spirit of God would be upon us,